Skyrim is a land of grand halls and forgotten ruins. Its world is populated with castles in the sky, ancient tombs buried in frost, and cities soaked in blood and power. But every so often you stumble upon something. Something smaller, something quieter. A single door, a crumbling wall, and a barking dog. No quest marker leads you here, no courier passes a note. You just see the smoke rising from a chimney in the trees and thought, why not? And that's how most players find Miko's shack, a decaying little cabin buried in the forests near Morthal. It's not a settlement, it's not even a farm, it's just a shack with a name and a dog who waits. But if you stop, and if you step inside the small home, if you look, you'll find one of the most quietly heartbreaking places in all of Skyrim. Miko's shack is easy to miss. Very easy. It's nestled between trees and fog, near the edge of the marshes south of Morthal. No signpost points to it, no townsfolk talk about it. It doesn't appear on your map until you're standing quite near it. There's no road, just a dirt trail and some wishful thinking. When you arrive, it looks like any other abandoned cabin. The roof is slanted, the walls creak, the door is slightly ajar. But there's a detail that sticks with you before you even step inside. The barking. A dog's howl echoes through the trees, persistent and lonely, not aggressive, just desperate. As if he's been calling to someone for days, or weeks, or longer. And when you enter the shack, there's only one body, a man, dead in his bed, unnamed, undisturbed, and beside him, Miko, waiting. In most of Skyrim, animals are treated like enemies or meat. Wolves attack on sight, bears chase you into cliffs, saber cats maul travellers and leave their carcasses along the road. But Miko is different. He doesn't bark at you, he doesn't flee, he doesn't even growl when you open the shack door. He just looks at you, like he's hoping for something, like he's asking. You can choose to adopt Miko as a follower. He'll wag his tail, bark once in joy, and follow you for the rest of your Skyrim journey. He'll fight for you, wait by your side, return to the shack if he's told. But most players don't, because what Miko represents is more than just a companion slot. He's grief, he's loyalty, he's that one remaining thread tying this forgotten place to the world. A dog who stayed, even after the man who fed him was gone. Unlike other tragic locations in Skyrim, Bleak Falls Barrow, Frostflow Lighthouse, even the Lost Prospect Mine, there is no note in Miko's shack. There's one journal recounting his very last days as a Nord, and that's what makes it worse. Because when you don't get an explanation, your mind fills the gaps. Maybe the man was a hunter who died of sickness. Maybe he was a war veteran with no one left to fight for. Maybe Miko was his only family, and when death came, he died whispering the dog's name. The silence leaves more room for the tragedy, and the game doesn't offer you any closure, just a corpse and a dog, and ultimately how the corpse died. The interior of Miko's shack is bare. A single bed, a table with some rotting food, a shelf with sparse belongings. There's no fireplace, no warmth, no storage. Just the feeling that this wasn't a life, but an afterthought. Everything inside feels frozen in time, like the man died mid-routine and the world simply stopped turning. Miko still walks the perimeter. He eats nothing, he plays with no toys, the food in the bowl is stale, and the books are unread. Even the bed where the body lies remaining untouched. There's no blood, no decay, no sign of struggle. Just quiet. Like the man laid down one night and never woke up. And ultimately, no one came to check, except his humble follower, Miko. Location matters. Miko's shack is placed deliberately deep in the woods, far from towns or cities, tucked between the swampy banks of Yarlmarch and the pines of Falkreath Hold. You can see the edge of the map from here. It feels like a place meant to be missed, which makes the finding of it so jarring, because it's not a dungeon or a boss room. It's a house with a name, a shack with a door you can open, and a dog you can take with you. And for many players, it's the first time the game asks you to confront emotional isolation. Not with a tragic backstory, not with a battle, but with a moment of pause. a choice about what comes next. If you adopt Miko, he never speaks. And I guess that's right because he is a dog. But in Skyrim, it's different. He doesn't have a voice actor, no magical barks, no enchanted memories. But he follows you everywhere. He helps in battle, he whines when you're injured. He returns to the shack if dismissed. And in doing so, he becomes one of the most quietly compelling characters in the game. Because unlike Lydia or Ayla or even Barbas, the talking Daedric hound, Miko represents something deeply human. The weight of memory. He doesn't ask for anything, he doesn't accept rewards, he just follows. Because he's always followed. And because that's all he's ever known how to do. Online communities have turned Miko's shack into a symbol. Reddit threads, fan arts, YouTube videos, and even mods revolve around this one cabin, this one dog, and the unspoken narrative Skyrim lets players build themselves. Some mods give Miko a full questline, others let you bury the body. Give the shack a proper fire or adopt it as a player home. Some even allow Miko to speak through journals or dialogue. But all of them stem from the same thing, the absence of answers. Players wanted more, they wanted to mourn, to give Miko closure, because the game never did. Unlike so many places in Skyrim, Miko's shack doesn't tie into any quests. You can leave Miko behind, loot the shack, walk away. No NPC will mention it, no world event will unfold, the shack won't be marked cleared, it won't collapse, it won't catch fire, and it won't evolve. All you did was find it, and that's it. And yet, players remember Miko's shack more vividly than most forts, dungeons, or even cities. Because it isn't about mechanics, it's about what it makes you feel. Skyrim is a game full of noise. Dragons roar from mountaintops, magic crackles in dungeons, bandits shout curses as they charge with axes drawn. But Miko's shack, it's quiet. No music plays inside, no one calls your name, there's just a dog, a body, and the wind. It's one of the few places in the game where you stop, not because you were told to, but because something real hit you. You weren't ready for it, and it made you feel something. Loss, pity, wonder. It's a lonely place, and that loneliness tends to stay with you. Players don't need to visit Miko's shack. There's no reward, no challenge, no achievement. And yet many return. Not to loot, not to quest, but to remember. Some bring Miko along on their adventures, others build nearby houses using half-fire, just to keep him close. A few simply revisit from time to time, stopping by to check on him like an old friend you've left behind. It's not about usefulness, it's about connection. A little shack, a quiet death, a loyal dog. And that feeling that somehow you were meant to see it, even if no one told you to look. There are many places in Skyrim that shake you. Bleakfall Barrow stuns with its size, Labyrinthian dazzles with its history, Blackreach haunts with its scale, but Miko's shack, it whispers. It doesn't try to impress, it doesn't even try to explain. It just shows you something simple, something sad, something real. A dog, a body, a silence, and a door that never closed.